Now, I know you guys couldn't get enough of part 1 of my fragrance haul. There was just banger after banger after. Anyway, come back and I'll break down the rest of my $3,000 fragrance haul, but you gotta come back. Come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're into fragrance reviews, layering combos, and just smelling like you got your life put together, then you know what you gotta do. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So if you were here Monday, you saw the first part of my fragrance haul. I decided to break it up because you guys, let's keep it real, we don't stay long. Our attention span nowadays, we're only here for a couple of minutes. So I decided to break things up and give you guys a break because it was a lot. And without further ado, let's get into part 2. The first fragrance from part 2 of my fragrance haul, we have the ever so popular, I'm super excited about this one, YSL Babycat. You guys won't even believe how much I paid for this. And when I say you won't believe, the price actually is lower than the retail price. But I've been really excited to add this one to my collection. I knew I wanted this because I'm a sucker for popular fragrances. And when they changed the packaging, I knew I wanted this one in particular. I think it's just sexier and just sleeker. But I was really excited with this one. And even though I have fragrances that are similar to this, but me being from New York, I'm gonna say to those that think this is similar to others, you're bugging. You see how that was so just eloquent, you're bugging. But yeah, no, I think there might be similarities to some fragrances in my collection, but I don't think they smell exactly alike. Not to go too in depth with this one, but this is just an incensey type of vanilla suede in here, something that I don't have in my collection. And as I've mentioned before, I'm on the quest, always on a quest, for the best vanilla fragrance in the collection in the world. So I had to add this. So if you haven't already, check out YSL Babycat. Next up, we have from Goldfield and Banks, Silky Woods. I actually took it out the packaging or somewhat just because it is very hard to get some of these fragrances out there, their boxes. But same story like most of the fragrances in my fragrance haul. My taste has changed, so now I'm into deeper, richer, woodsier, spicier fragrances. Silky Woods is one of those fragrances that is very woodsy and deeper than a lot of my fragrances. I smelled Silky Woods. I had a sample of this a while ago. I thought it was cute, but wasn't ready to pull the trigger on it. Smelled it again. I'm like, oh yeah, I need this in my collection. And I absolutely love Goldfield and Banks. All the things that they put out so far has been nothing but bangers. So needed this baby in my collection. I got this for what? $150 from Fragrance Nevea. And again, another fragrance that I'm excited to wear this upcoming season and into the winter. So if you haven't already, check out Goldfield and Banks Silky Woods. Next up, we have from City Rhythm, Austin. I was really impressed this past summer with the fragrances that I purchased. We have, what do I have? Puerto Rico, Miami, 2654. So I definitely wanted to dive a little bit deeper into the house. And I decided between Austin and Nashville to go with Austin, just because when I was doing my research, a lot of people said that if you're into angel share and that DNA, you'll like this one. I can see the comparison, except instead of that cinnamon warm apple pie note, cognac takes center stage, and that's it. I got this for about $139 off of Olfactory Factory, and like I said, I'm just really into boozy notes, trying to collect top boozy fragrances, and I think this one fits the bill. So if you haven't already, definitely check out City Rhythms, Austin. Next up, we have from Bond Number 9, New York Forever. If you saw part 1, I mentioned one of the fragrances that I purchased was Bond Number 9's number 1. That wasn't the actual fragrance that I wanted to pick up from Bond Number 9, but I fell in love with the sample that I received, and I got some help purchasing that one. So I decided, you know what? I might as well get New York Forever since this was what I originally wanted. I can't do New York Forever like that, right? Anyway, I got this one for about $164 off the perfume spot. Someone put me onto that website and said that they're legit and the owners are really, really nice. So I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and purchase it from there. And I originally discovered this one. It smells so good. I originally discovered this one a couple of years ago because I received a sample as well from Bond Number 9. And I'm like, oh, I need this. Think of Angel Share, but except you take out that cognac note, that booziness, and you get just cinnamon goodness. So I'm like, this one is going to smell not only good for the fall, but the deeper parts of the fall and winter. Beautiful scent. So if you haven't already, please check out from Bond Number 9, New York Forever. Next up in my haul, we have from Rosendo Mateu No. 5. If you are familiar with the house, you've heard number 5 all over social media. I know there's other numbers such as number 8, number 9, but I believe this one is the most popular one because this actually just got an elixir or a straight version. I don't know. I'm late to the party, but I had to pick up number 5. I wound up testing this, got a sample from Nose Paris. Oh, this is beautiful. Nose Paris, and I fell in love immediately and knew I wanted this for the fall. I got this from Olfactory Factory for I think $110, $115, so a really good price. And I do have to test this out with other fragrances in my collection, but because it smells a little bit similar, and I did read reviews saying that it does smell similar to specific fragrances, but this is gorgeous. It's a spicy, amber, floral, you get whiffs of vanilla, just a beautiful fragrance to rock in the colder parts of the season, and I can't wait to test this out in a while. So if you haven't already, check out Rosendo Mateu's number 5. Next up, we have from Born to Stand Out, Indecent Cherry. No, I'm not on the quest for the top cherry fragrance collection, but this was something that was on my list. I'm always looking for a nice cherry scent. I think a lot of times, a lot of cherry fragrances have the same vibe, so it's always nice to have something different. Based off the name, I thought this would be something completely different. I thought this would be, honestly, maybe dirty, dark, if you will, but based off the nose, this is completely different. I forgot where I got this from. No, I got this from Max. Oh, that smells so nice. I got this from Max Aroma for about $164. And this cherry reminds me of an air freshener. And you're probably thinking, ew, an air freshener, in the best possible way. It's airy. You almost get like this, almost like a cherry Jolly Rancher. It's really, really, really nice. And I think this actually is a pretty transitional cherry scent. I actually wore this a week or so ago and I was really digging it. Can't wait to explore this a little bit more, but don't get thrown off by the fact that I said it reminds me of an air freshener in the best possible way. Put that in your head, in the best possible way. So if you haven't already, check out Born to Stand Out's Indecent Cherry. Next up, we also have from Born to Stand Out, Sin and Pleasure. I saw the notes and knew I would fall in love with this. Once I unboxed it, I realized, oh, I know why I fell in love with this one, because it reminds me of Lorenzo Pasquale's Vampire Rum. The only difference between the two, that Vampire Rum has 7,000 notes of vanilla, and I've had this for a few months, and I don't want to get too in-depth with the review, but I have to just mention the difference. I've had this for a few months, and that vanilla got so much richer. It almost, when you smell it, you can get drunk off of this, whereas this one reminds me of when I first initially bought Vampire Rum. Just dirty, vanilla, caramel, oud. Really, really, really nice. I don't know, it might be a redundant purchase in my collection, but I'm still obviously going to play around with this and see the differences and similarities of the two. But nonetheless, a banger of a fragrance. I believe I got this also from Vemba Fragrances for $140 or $150, something like that. So if you haven't already, please check out from Born to Stand Out, Sin and Pleasure. so next up we have a couple of fragrances from Theodoros Kalotinis. I believe I said his name right, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have Coffee Addict. I laugh because I tell you guys I'm on the quest for the best coffee fragrance, the best vanilla collection, the best this, that, and the third, and it's like, girl, stop it, you're on the quest for everything. But I saw that the price for this collection was only $55, and my experience with coffee fragrances, the coffee note never stays prominent in the fragrance. It's there for 2.5 seconds, and then another note overpowers that coffee note. So when I saw this was only $55, I'm like, let's go. Let's see what it's giving. I will tell you the coffee note is very prominent in here, and actually it never goes away. I know there's a caramel note in here, but I don't even get that. This is straight up roasted coffee beans, and I don't know if I want all that coffee. So something we have to play around with. I'm okay with it. I wouldn't consider it a blind buy fail just yet, because again, I still have to play with it. And for only $55, I'm okay with that. So something we still have to play around with. It isn't bad, but it's just the coffee note is really, really strong. And then another fragrance from him, we have Alluring Fig. I have Gris Charnel from BDK and also Le Labels, the Noir 29, and I absolutely love those two fragrances. So I want more fig fragrances in my collection, something that gives more fall, not too green, but more fall-like. And I saw a lot of reviews mentioning that this is one people's favorite fig fragrance. So I said, you know what? Again, for $55, let's check this one out. By the way, I got these two from Scent Split. And this one is very green. As soon as I sprayed this, it was like almost dewy, if you will. A fig branch that just fell into some water. That's what this reminded me of. And I saw that there was a note of vanilla, so that intrigued me, but I didn't really get the vanilla too much. It didn't really add that creamy factor that I was looking for. But again, these are two fragrances I don't want to write off completely just yet. I want to play with them a little bit more. So if you haven't already, check out from Theodoros Kalotinis, Coffee Addict, and also Alluring Fig. Okay guys, I think I finally found, I don't know why I just closed this, the perfect coffee fragrance from Danam. We have Vietnamese coffee. My word. Like I said, I think the search is over. This is the coffee fragrance that I've been searching all my life for. I've seen this house mentioned numerous of times on social media, and I think the bottles are so cute. They look like little eggs. But my gosh, this coffee, it's beautiful. It's the coffee note stays there for the duration of the performance, if you will. It's not like Coffee Addict, like I mentioned, like it was just an overpowering roasted coffee beans, or how in other coffee fragrances, the coffee note is there for 2.5 seconds and then it's overpowered by something else. This one is just, the coffee's there. It's not overly sweet. Nothing overpowers it. This is perfect. I got this from Scent Split, I think for about $140 or so. I can't recall, but man, the search is over. Now, of course, I'll probably be buying more coffee fragrances, or should I? Because if this is the best, why would I need to find anything else? I don't know, but please do yourself a favor. Specifically, if anything else in this haul, do yourself a favor and check out Danam's Vietnamese coffee. Okay, so we're almost done with the haul. Next up we have from Atelier, there's Oros, am I pronouncing the name right? Lune, Feline. Again, you know what the drill is. Need all the vanilla in my collection. I hear a lot about this, and I've been wanting to own one of their fragrances because, I mean, look, if you haven't seen it, look at the juice. Do you see that? This is stunning. And then if you look closely, you see like the little gold flakes in it. It's just beautiful. This could smell terrible, and I'm like, I need this in my collection. Lying, but with this one, like I said, I needed all the vanillas, the different type of vanillas, not just the gourmand, but the spicy, boozy type of fragrances, and this one falls under that category. This one has cinnamon, I believe, and it's just spicy and something that I would gravitate to this time of the year. I got this off of Oros Factory for $125 or so. This is actually my last pickup of this haul. It wasn't on my radar, at least not this year. But when I saw that Oros Factory wound up getting it back in stock, and I saw it for the price of $125, I'm like, yeah, let's add this to the collection. So I'm definitely excited to play around with this in the fall and winter time and see what this is actually giving. So if you haven't already, please check out Atelier, des Oros, Lune, Feline. And last but certainly not least, we have Clive Christian's Jump Up and Kiss Me Hedonistic. This is my third fragrance from Clive Christian, and as I've mentioned, they're all blind buys only because of the bottle. That's really it. And I've been impressed by the two fragrances that I purchased previous to this, and the same can be said about Jump Up and Kiss Me. This one, again, if you saw my review on Crab Apple Blossom, I was just so blown away because how luxurious it is, and not being able to pinpoint the notes in that one. This one is the same thing. This is gorgeous. I think you get, I wrote it down here, you get a deep dark cherry note, a little smokiness, a little leather in here. Just really, really breathtaking of a fragrance. I got this again from Oros Factory. I don't know if it's called Oros Factory LLC or Oros Factory LLC, but you know what I'm talking about if you shop there. For about $200 or so, and I was encouraged, or influenced rather, by someone from the fragrance group that I mentioned in part 1 that I'm in, told me I definitely need to get this in my collection. So I'm like, you know what, that's good enough for me. So let me spend $200 of something I don't know what it smells like, but I trusted their opinion, and needless to say, this was an awesome blind buy. So I'm definitely excited to explore this more with the upcoming season. And listen, Clive Christian always knocks it out of the park. So if you haven't already, please check out Clive Christian's Jump Up and Kiss Me Hedonistic. All right, that is my video. That is my haul, part 1 and part 2. If you guys knew how challenging it was to get this recorded, I got it done. But it was all for you guys. I spent all this money for you guys. So if you want to donate and send me some money, you know, so we can pay these credit card bills off, you know, it's greatly appreciated. Now, in all seriousness, that is my haul. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of my haul, or for part 1 and part 2. Let me know if there's anything else I should be picking up, but you shouldn't convince me to buy anything else because I already got enough, right? Let me know. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.